Welcome to another launch of yet another SUV, this time by Mercedes-Benz, and here are the things you need to know about the first ever Mercedes-Benz GLB. So the new Mercedes-Benz GLB will be available in two different variants, the GLB 200 and the GLB 250 4MATIC. On my left, you have the GLB 200, which is a little more subdued with its progressive line body kit, while on my right, you have the GLB 250 AMG line that looks a little more aggressive and a lot sportier. So without further ado, let's go through some of the differences on the exterior of the first ever GLB. With the 200, you get a different grille design as compared to the sportier one in the 250 4MATIC. The bumper also looks very different. This one looks a lot more sportier with sort of slats at the bottom here. However, because of that, you lose the fog light which is present in the GLB 200. Now, the other difference on the exterior of the 200 and 250 4MATIC are the wheels. On the 200, you get 18-inch wheels with Pirelli Scorpion tyres, while on the 250 4MATIC AMG line, you get 19-inch wheels with Pirelli P0 tyres. Similarities on both the variants include this black cladding here by the side, and then onwards to the bottom of the doors, you get this chrome strip here as well. And both models also come with roof rails. Now, just like the front end, the difference between the two variants, the 200 and the 250, can be easily distinguishable through the back end. With the GLB 200, you get a more subdued rear bumper with sort of squarish exhaust tips, whereas in the much sportier GLB 250 4MATIC, you get more aggressive rear bumpers with more prominent rear diffusers and oval-shaped exhaust tips. So you must be wondering, what's the difference between this first ever GLB and the current GLC? Well, in terms of size, it's actually slightly narrower, slightly shorter with a slightly shorter wheelbase. However, it is taller than the GLC, significantly in fact, and these effects can be felt when you're on the inside. As for powertrain options, let's first start with the GLB 200. It's powered by the same 1.3-litre engine that you find in the existing A200 with 163 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. This engine is paired to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission to power the rear wheels. As for the GLB 250 4MATIC, it's powered by a 2-litre turbocharged engine with 224 horsepower and 350 Nm of torque. Unlike the GLB 200, this engine is paired to an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission to power all four wheels.
Hey Mercedes!
How may I help you?
So the rugged image and nature that the GLB is trying to project on the exterior is also translated in the cabin. Take the doors for example. Compared to the ones in the GLC, this one looks a lot more squarish, robust. Even the way the door closes sounds different. The ruggedness of the GLB can also be seen with sort of tubular design elements on the door handle, on the dashboard, and also by the center console. The difference between the GLB 200 progressive line and the 250 AMG line includes the Napa leather wrap steering wheel that you get in the 250, sportier seats, carbon-like trims on the door along with microfiber door trims. Whereas in the GLB 200 progressive line, you get different design seats with leather upholstery on the door panels and on the seats. The other differences between the 200 and the 250 variants is the fact that the 200 comes with the comfort suspension while the 250 comes with the AMG ride control suspension. The GLB 250 stands out with its off-road engineering package, a blind spot assist, and remote engine start through the Mercedes Me Connect app. You can't possibly talk about the GLB without talking about its biggest highlight, which are these two additional seats on the third row. Mercedes-Benz says that it can accommodate passengers up to 168 centimeters tall. And even with me being 180 centimeters, it actually fits me just right. What I really like though is the fact that I have plenty of leg room, although knee room is barely sufficient. What's also really cool at the back here is the fact that it comes with storage spaces, cup holders, and a USB-C charging port. The other unique selling point about the GLB is the fact that it can accommodate up to 4 child seats. The only other Mercedes-Benz SUV that can offer such a thing is the Mercedes-Benz GLS. So essentially the GLB is a 5+2, but it will be quite interesting to see how it fares against the GLC, because as a family car with these two additional seats, I think it will offer a bit more versatility than the GLC. For those of y'all who need a little more punch, there is the GLB 35 AMG with a 2-litre turbocharged engine paired to an 8-speed AMG speed shift dual clutch transmission, just like the one you find in the A45S, to power all 4 wheels. 0 to 100 is done in 5.2 seconds, onwards to a top speed of 250 km an hour. Here's where the Mercedes-Benz GLB gets even more interesting against the GLC. The GLB 200 progressive line starts from 269,000 ringgit, while the 250 AMG line starts at 318,000 ringgit. As for the GLB 35 AMG, that will set you back 363,000 ringgit. For more information on the Mercedes-Benz GLB range, do log on to AutoBuzz.my.